And welcome back, YouTube, to some more Deadly Premonition, which is not being very popular on YouTube, which is a great shame. Maybe it's just because everyone else and their mother has already played it, because it came out like 9 years ago. But it's wonderful to experience, even not firsthand. Also, very strangely, when I loaded this up for the stream, it had an update, which I was not expecting. Oh, there's a lock on that door. So maybe that's fixed the crashing issue? Well, although we only had the one crash, but it is still an issue. So hopefully they fixed it. Is that a picture of a vampire? That is an awful picture of a baby.
This is the entrance hall.
That tree has hands in it. Also, all three of those pictures had apples, so I presume that there's a purpose. Start profiling.
You? What are you doing here? So it was you. Much more astonishing than I imagined. I'm impressed. No! Don't!
Hello, kitty.
I'm not gonna stop!
Don't really have enough information yet. It does sound like murder, yes, which probably doesn't bode well for Diane? Was that her name? The art lady?
Too much noise. We're still missing a vital piece of the puzzle.
He put his lit cigarette back in the packet. It drives me nuts every time it happens. Because that's not put down. You need to match the apple to the picture. Yeah. Because that's nothing to do with, like, not understanding the messages and storytelling in Twin Peaks. That's just bizarre. Look at that picture. That is amazing. Wow. Hello, Magpie. That's where I left my hands. Oh, and very obviously an apple there. That was a green one, though. Oh, and two red ones. Okay, yep, I get it. I understand. Wait, your father? Wait, people actually do that? How is that possible? Like, can you relight a cigarette that you've taken a few drags off of? It's also playing the cursed music, which is especially good. You got red apple. You got ripe apple. That's for the old man. And the green one was over here. Oh, yeah, there it is. Give me my green apple, bitch. You got green apple. You can relight a cigarette if there's enough of the cigarette remaining, but if you've been taking lots of drags off it, I don't see... Like, isn't that bad? So this is ripe. It's gotta be, because he's old. What a nice, like, 3-second loop it is. Truly, truly cursed. Some people will light up, take a few drags, and put it out for later. Alright, I had no idea that was actually a thing, so fair enough to the game. But you also don't see him put it out, do you? You see him snap the lighter away. Red apple. So did he say just the way I like them? Because red apples are my favourite too. Oh yes, they're always bad. Oh no, is a actual zombie going to come out with a picture of a zombie? It happened. I never would have guessed. Oh, didn't realize you were right there. She's got a golf club.
Great. Bullseye.
There's obviously still something alive. Oh, she's up there. She's got a gun.
Amazing.
Oh, she dropped it. Yoink. It's not really going to be any better than an unlimited ammo machine gun, but... Excuse me, miss.
Bullseye.
So I missed someone else saying hello above there. I didn't quite catch your name. Ren Bop Bop, I think. Hello to you and anyone else I missed. Okay, so we've gone from echo to muted to echo but louder. Fantastic. Thank you, Kensei, for 29 months with Twitch Prime. I'll try pressing this button this time and see what it does. Hello, Dozy.
You?
Sorry, what are you
What are
at?
you doing here?
You're eating fluff. You're not supposed to eat your own fluff. Oh yeah, we'll just fast forward this till we have all the clues now. So I didn't fix it either. Good, excellent, fantastic. But thank you, Barzha1, for 8 months with a tier 1 sub. Hello, Detective Flick and Detective Chats. You mean Zach, obviously. So what's happening so far in this game? Good question. There's been 2 murders. I think we're about to see a 3rd. We've been attacked by a serial killer. We've not really done much in the way of trying to stop him. We mostly just follow, and then if he attacks us, we run away. My bet on who the killer is right now, and I don't want to be told whether I'm right or wrong, I'm pretty sure it's Thomas and his sister. But right now, the game wants us to think it's Nick. But I think that's a mislead. We shall see. Also, these shooting sections do not match the tone of the rest of the game at all. They seem to be in here just to make the game longer. And I would be very surprised if there's any explanation about the zombies.
Great. Nice shot. Bullseye.
Unless they do something like it's his inner demons or something. That's the only thing I could think of them doing. He is projecting light from the zipper where his penis should be. A childhood accident meant that he lost his penis and it was replaced by one of those special lights they use at rock shows. The doctor was incredibly incompetent.
Great. Nice shot.
That's why he thinks he has an imaginary friend named Zach.
Nice shot.
So we can't leave here yet then. Or can we? Because I see red on the door. Well, that's the way we have to go, but I guess there's a zombie to kill or something. Oh wait, no. Okay, Valnar thinks it's Crazy Pot Lady. Broken stiletto heel shoe. Her name was Sigourney. Because it's the only other time I've heard of someone called Sigourney besides Sigourney Weaver. That's the last clue, apparently. No, wait, no, that's 2 out of 3. We'll profile, but we'll skip till we get the last part. That's a made-up name. Oh, and not Kensei isn't? Also, all names are made up.
Nice shot. Yes.
We can just refer to each other by smells, but we choose to have names. Also, the noise you're hearing is Sora playing in her bed next to me. Yeah, I'm talking about you. She stopped because she heard her name. Sorry, asterisk stopped briefly.
Amazing. Yes. Nice shot.
Oh.
Great. Amazing.
Is this another case of an unlimited spawn?
Great.
Let's identify via tastes. Also, do not send Kensei your clothing. Unless it's via eBay and you charge way too much. It's the only way we'll learn. Is this a door? Nope. Okay, well, whatever.
Yes. Amazing. Nice shot.
Oh, hello, miss.
Great. Nice shot. Great. Great.
So I've just got to take this ladder? Oh wait, no. A gigantic coin? Oh. Goddamn Streamlabs. Thank you, Yoshi of the Wire, for 38 months in a row with Twitch Prime, though.
You?
Tails, you
What are
die!
you doing here? So it was you. Much more astonishing than I imagined. I'm impressed. No! Don't! I'm not even stop!
It does look like she got stabbed in the sternum there. Yep, definitely did. No, I couldn't have left how I found that anyway. Any explanation for the hand, or? Art? It was just a hand, though. With a suspiciously placed telephone box, which I shall use to save my game. You continue to wreck your bed, I continue to fix it, and then you just wreck it again. I tried running OBS Studio and just link it in Streamlab alerts in Studio. I don't know what that means. But I'm not using OBS anything, I'm using Streamlabs OBS, which is not the same program as OBS or OBS Studio. Yes, I know that's confusing. I don't even think it's the same company. Oh, it's one of these, that's what it was. The ring ladies. Shoot the fart gas. I roll in a manner which doesn't avoid attack at all, and then shoot you again. Truly a riveting enemy. Just let it hit me and nothing happens. As long as you press the B to evade, it just isn't there anymore. It's not dead yet. That time he rolled into it, which I wouldn't advise. She's still alive. Sound effects are 10 out of 10. So I came from that way, I think. Not another one. Oh, come on. They take so long to die. Especially annoying because you have much less room to run here. Brains. Well, buckle up. We're going to be here a little while. Oh, that time I didn't press it, and it just stopped. Okay. If it took damage all the time that you're shooting it, even if it's cloaked, it would probably die quicker. It's just that there's so few opportunities that it's actually taking damage. Yet. It should be close. Hurrah! If Monster Hunter had dodge effects this effective, there would be no challenge. No, wait, did I come from this direction? I didn't, did I? Oh no. Oh no! Oh no! It's a corridor of the fucking things. This is not a good representation of this game if you haven't seen it yet. The fun parts are when you're listening to the bizarre cutscenes. The combat is bad. 3 back-to-back queef demons. It's a tiny area as well, so I have to keep on going backwards and forwards. It's annoying. Just a continuous fire aimed roughly at her head. Thank goodness he isn't saying fantastic, good shot, nice, etc. for every headshot against these, because that would be outrageous. Although saying that, it might make it better. That also probably means this is what's passing for a boss fight. Like killing a bunch of these. So we're probably at the end of this section. Well, I mean, we found all the clues, so we must be, yeah. Play Life is Beautiful while in fighting these. It's about to die, it's too late. Well, you don't like just the like spooky air music? You should be dying on this burst here. Just dropped ammo. I don't need ammo. Oh, hello, normal zombies.
Missed my shot. Yes, bullseye.
Hello, Kurt. But chat was having issues. Twitch has been having some major concerns all week. This better not be where I came from. And also the enemies better not respawn if it is. Oh yeah, sorry, you're Zach, not Kurt. Everybody here is Zach. This is somewhere new, yes. No, guess he doesn't want to read it. Okay, fine. Could never have hopped that little red thing there. Something must be happening. Went through a double load.
Nick.
Agent Morgan, where are you? Answer me! Come on, open up! Diane?
George, call for assistance with the body.
Wait! She's still alive.
Diane, don't move. Don't move your hands and stay still.
George, it's no good. It won't budge.
Emily, stand back.
Channel the power of Arnold and Sylvester. You can do it.
There's not enough time. George! Catch us!
Okay.
Thomas, call an ambulance.
What? What?
Agent York, George, are you okay?
Yes, I'm okay. I think I'm too old to be an acrobat, though.
Diane looks okay too. She should be able to tell us who did this to her.
God, I hope so. But you, George, quite a catch. I'm impressed.
George? Diane.
What a beautiful beach. The reason why who feel off is the many direction.
She's had her tongue bitten off.
In all who clear. Every woman will find herself about being penetrated by those sharp boys. This piece is most unimaginable to color. And yet, this is far more than a wooden piece of art. It is a piece of masterpiece by arrogant dinosaurs themselves. Come closer. Begging please.
Sorry, Switch was falling asleep.
Diane!
Why have you got shit all
Right
over your
there,
face, Nick?
You're under arrest for the attempted murder of Diane Ames.
Back off! Don't touch me!
Diane, no! Move!
Emily, hurry!
She is very squished. Yeah. No.
I requested... And... Thomas will need a body bag, too. Nick, quiet.
Sora, quiet.
Can you hear that?
woman just died. Why is it playing this music? The dog's name is Willie, in case anyone forgot.
I think he wants us to follow him. Shall we follow, Zach?
That was quite the expression he was making. Can literally turn around and see a woman's dead body. Music, just so you know. Yeah, I'm here. Sora's ears prick up every time it barks. Alright, Scooby-Doo's just shown us where the murderer is, it's fine. It's the rain room, that's where they keep the rain. Just thinking about it. It's not a bloodhound, it takes a while. Think probably follow the blood, if I had to guess? No? No, because she got killed somewhere else. Well, she got attacked somewhere else and taken to the main room, so we actually want to walk away from the main room and into the room where it happened. Which I guess is over there. I've worked it out, dog, but I bet the game wants me to wait for you. Okay. Maybe it just wants to enjoy the art of trees, some more trees. No, maybe this is, like, I think the other way would lead back to the main hall, so I think I'm still right. Yeah, this is her office. We were here before when we met her the first time. Yeah, I think I know where you want me to go. Why is she acting so screwy? Are you talking about Sora? Oh. That's Kaysen's plan.
Willie, are you out there?
Kaysen.
A woman just died.
York, is that you? Thank God. I can't get this door open. Can you unlock it from your side?
Kaysen, stand away from the door.
Yeah, it does look like they might have been in a little bit of a
Where's
relationship.
Diane? And what are you doing here?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
Well, let's just say I have my reasons, you know, private reasons. I don't really have to tell you, do I?
Actually, you do. Diane just died a moment ago.
What?
You're not just a key witness now. You're now a suspect. And you need to tell me exactly what you were doing here.
Well, I just came here to talk with Diane, to have a conversation.
And I suppose that kiss mark on your cheek is from your conversation.
This was just a spur-of-the-moment thing.
Which is exactly what killed Diane.
What?
Okay. I came here to be with Diane. You happy now? We've been together.
What is that
before,
lighting change?
A couple times. It's one of the reasons why I like coming to this town, see? This time is no different. I bumped into her in a bar in Seattle. I had some holiday coming up.
You think she would have survived if she's used to having something large on top of
And I
her?
drove her back here. I have a wife, you know, but we've been separated for a while. We're going through a divorce right now.
Don't boo me.
I don't want her
How dare
lawyer
you.
finding out.
They booed him because he was right.
Anyway, how could I kill Diane if I was in a
It
room
looked
locked
dated even
from the
for its time, but
outside?
it did come out a long time
2
ago.
hours ago, me and Diane, we were taking it easy, drinking upstairs. We were, you know, enjoying ourselves. Then Nick had to show up. Well, then Diane had a sudden change of heart. She locked me up in here.
I believe Diane may have been a slut. There were subtle hints, like when she met us for the first time and said, "Would you like to sleep with me?"
Come back, of course. But she didn't. I heard footsteps a couple of times, but they just passed by. Well, then I couldn't wait anymore, so I let Will here out
I
through
got
the
failing
window.
with it at least. Good doggo. You
Then
can pet the
showed
doggo.
up
He's petting the
instead of
doggo.
Diane.
Does that count?
Zach, Diane has become the third victim of our killer. And nada from questioning Nick. Nothing. Got no
Okay, yeah, I know what
leads
nada
from
means.
questioning Nick. He's taken the death of Diane really badly. In shock, the works. He claims to have liked talking with her about art. But he also had a problem with her views about men. He says that they argued, but not at a level that would lead to a murder.
Sora, will you shut up?
They were about to head out to the bar again together. But while he was waiting for Diane, someone knocked him out cold. He has no idea who it was, either. Of course, Kaysen looks like a prime suspect. But that door was locked from the outside. There was no other way in or out of that room.
I wanted to see that
Which means
room.
there is no evidence of his involvement at this time. He did say something else. The footsteps he heard outside the room were not heels, but a man's boots. And Nick was wearing boots. But now that Diane's dead, no one can back up Nick's statement. Which is why we have Nick in custody and have to let Kaysen go free. That seemed like the only option, at least for now. One more thing, Zach. George looked terribly depressed.
Did he?
I guess this case is really getting to him. He's feeling responsible for the deaths of Becky and Diane.
Nice title. I don't know what you mean.
His rules and confidence away from him. I wonder what's left. Well, of course, he'd still have muscle.
I've killed 220 enemies. Christ. It's true, he did knock someone into the thing, but that wouldn't be first degree. Because he wasn't trying to knock them into it to make it fall on her. Got my FBI cape back on again.
Back to the hotel. First Anna, then Becky, now Diane. I'm not looking forward to writing this investigation report.
Agent Morgan. York. Do you have a moment?
Hello,
What
Pixelate
is it,
George.
George?
What can I do for you?
There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Do you have any time later?
Can't we just do it here?
If possible, I'd like to go to a bar. Of course, we don't really have to.
A bar? Now that sounds like a good idea.
Someone just died again, York.
Zach, what do you think? We can go drinking with George, or turn him down and head back to the hotel.
Let's go get rat-arsed. She can no longer smash because she was smashed.
George, that scar on your cheek.
Episode 2, Part 2,
What did you
13 past.
This? Didn't I tell you? Well, it's not from work. I got it when I was a kid.
A childhood injury. Tree climbing? I used to get a few scrapes myself climbing the big tree in our backyard.
Why is this
I used
playing
to climb
romance
it a
music?
lot, and I'd fall out of it a lot.
This wasn't anything like that, though. It was my mother. She did it.
I'm sorry, George.
Don't worry. It's ancient history. The world is flooded with unreasonable violence. The strong overpower the weak, adults over children, men over women, and criminals over their victims. I have no memories of my father. He left before I knew him. My mother would hit me every time I asked why. And it didn't stop there. If I ate too slow, left my shoes scattered around, TV volume too loud, she found reasons to hit me. Hit me bad. The worst was what she called the tree punishment. She'd whip
It's
my
a silly
back with
name for a
these
punishment.
thin tree branches like a whip.
Please, Mama. I won't do it again. That hurts, Mama. I'm sorry, please. I'm sorry.
Tree punishment was definitely the worst, I tell you. Just
He's
hearing those
clearly
words
from
used to
Texas.
make me shiver and want to pass out. And that's why I didn't want to show you those scars on my back. Every time after the tree punishment, she'd always say the same thing. This is hurting the tree more than it is hurting you. And me, being a naive, dumb kid, I believed her.
It's not how that
I went
expression
to the
goes
woods
at all.
to apologize to the trees.
That's his second cigarette already.
I kept asking myself, why is she hurting me this way? I thought long and hard about it. In the end, I've just figured I'm weaker than her. That's why. It's the law of Mother Nature at work. The strong eat the weak.
But now, you have the power to protect the weak.
That's right. Perhaps I should thank my mother for guiding me into this line of work. York. I've been an arrogant fool, haven't I? And if it weren't for me, both Becky and Diane would still be alive.
Kinda. The second one for sure.
You know, it's almost like they died because of me.
You're out of your mind.
I invited you to this bar for a drink. But I guess this bar is my confession chamber. And I wanted you to listen. And to tell you, well, you must already hate me for causing all these problems, not following your orders. York, I'm sorry. I'll follow your orders from now on. You'll have my total cooperation.
George, you've been as cooperative as you can be. You even invited an FBI guy to a bar for drinks. You've done a good job protecting this town. And the folks here respect you for that. Nobody can blame you for anything.
Thanks.
Except that second death.
I
The
do
one
feel
you
a little
definitely caused. But Besides that.
Hey, Carol. Becky is dead. Diane, too.
What's up with his
Got
eyes?
Nick in custody as a suspect.
Nick didn't do it.
I know. Carol, you took a locket from Diane, didn't you? A locket with this mark on it.
You have to show it to the person, though. Why are you looking at the ceiling?
Busy, gotta go.
What? Zombie on piano. Is she drunk? That's not English. That's her just going. And Sora hates it. Yeah, it's not mumble rock, it's like, it's just mumble singing. I actually took my headset off to hear it better, but it's not helping. Sora on drums. Yeah, Sora's a good drummer. I don't know why they got a zombie to do the piano. A pianist that's alive would probably have done a better job. It might have improved her singing somehow. You're making grilled chicken tostadas and quesadillas. I know what quesadilla is. I don't know what tostada is. It sounds good.
Sorry to keep you waiting, boys.
Menage a trois?
Zack, Emily is already a goddess of the forest.
It's playing the Ares Died music again.
Let's forget work for a bit and drink a little, shall we?
York? Why is she here?
I just thought the more the merrier. You know, to relax and get loose. Is this a problem?
No, of course not. Pardon me, Emily, but I'm pooped. I think I'll just call it a night.
George, I just got here and you're walking out on me?
A woman just died.
I was hoping the three of us could have a drink and let out a little steam.
I'm afraid I've already had enough. And I already had a good...
They're like taco sandwiches.
So I'll see you guys.
Call those a pita bread, I think. He's walking that way to hide his erection.
I think George likes you, but he's avoiding you all at the same time.
How astute.
There's a reason?
Nothing worth going into. It's a thing of the past.
She's drinking a Bloody Mary.
Okay. He did ask me out when I first came to town. I was still in high school. But I
Also, the
never
zombie
really
penis is next to
considered
this.
him my
Sorry,
type.
George asked you out when you were in
And
high
there's the age
school?
gap thing,
Is that
too.
legal?
I respect him, of course. I wouldn't have taken this job otherwise.
Also, George is like 40.
So, did you move to this town alone?
Of course not. I came with my parents.
Tell me about them then.
Sure, why not? My dad dealt in stocks in New York. He was hardly at home when I was a kid, always working. Those pieces of paper were far more important to him than I was.
This is the bar where everybody
Which
spills
is
their
no
life story to
different
us.
now, really. I don't see much of him. My mother, totally different story. A wonderful person that I still respect. She was always kind and understanding. Not only that, but she would always help me find my way.
So she was a tiny
Be
knuckled
fierce,
looking
too,
thing?
scolding me if I took a wrong step. We had our battles, sure, but all in all, she was a wonderful mother.
Past tense?
Yeah, she's gone now. Cancer just before I graduated high school. She gave this to me just before she died. I take it with me wherever I go.
No, you were born with that hand.
It's what I treasure most.
I'm sure she's very proud of you.
Wait a minute, the pianist is drinking beside you who's playing the piano? Shit. He's right. The piano was playing itself the whole time. The zombie was just making it look like he was playing. Then he forgot and got drunk. Galaxy of Terror.
I had a good time tonight. Good night,
See you tomorrow.
York.
Yes.
Please, don't lie to us, okay?
I won't. Don't worry.
Okay, what's up with your
I
neck? Tomatoes and or olives? I don't like fresh tomatoes or olives. I like tomato sauce, by which I mean tomato ketchup. So to go back to the hotel, I think. This is why it's good to ask. Okay, I need to remember the car buttons again. Also, again, if you haven't seen this being played before, the cars don't know how to stay on the road. If I tap any movement, it will start wildly wavering from side to side. So it's kind of better to just let it do its thing.
Let's focus on the case at hand. The murders with the red seeds. Officially, the Bureau has not made a statement about these seeds. Some even claim that they are irrelevant to the killings. But after the red seeds were found in a Boston homicide, I've been unable to get them out of my head. I've even gone through all of the files looking for similar cases, and we found 7 other homicides related to the seeds. The victims were all young girls, and they were killed in 8 different states. They arrested all 7 murderers, but there was no connection between them. However, we must not overlook there was one thing linking the cases together.
Zeppo redeemed the barkening, so what that means is you can all spam Sora-related emotes as much as you want for the next minute or so.
Is going to lead us to the truth.
And then I will also say to Sora to set her
Don't you think so,
off
Zach?
badly.
Well, let's just have to do what we can do our best. And by doing our best, I'm sure we'll get to where we need to go.
Because she really doesn't like that. That's a lot of Soras. Do it again? What, did someone redeem another one? No, they didn't. That's a lot of good doggles. Also, this is a typewriter, brand typewriter, in case you're curious.
Zach, let's go over our progress.
3 people are dead. We've made no
From what
progress.
Olivia told us, and the sketchbook we found at Becky's house, Nick and Diane became our primary suspects. There were a couple of reasons for this. First, Becky gave the missing locket to Diane. Also, Nick has no alibi for when Anna and Becky were killed. We followed Nick to the art gallery, which led us, unfortunately, to our third victim. The third victim,
Modify mode means you can add like
Diane,
shades to turn it upside down,
strung up in
monochrome,
the
stuff like
entrance
that.
hall of the art gallery. Her hands were tied and a knife was sticking out of her chest. However, there was a marked difference from the previous crimes. Do you remember what that was, Zach?
It was right after the crime. I don't know what that means. No murder weapon? Nope.
No, that's not it, Zach. Think back more carefully. What was different from the other crime scenes? That's right. Diane was still alive. This suggests that very little time had passed since the crime was committed.
So someone present
Which
probably
means
had
the
to have done it, and the
criminal
only
is
2
still
people
close
present were Nick and Thomas, and Nick is too
Someone
obvious,
knew
so...
There are 2 possible candidates. Nick, who was knocked out in the entrance. Zach, who was the other person in the gallery?
It's Thomas, but you're going to want me to pick FK. Yeah. The game utterly ignoring that Thomas is on each crime scene first is just lending strength to the fact that I'm right.
Cason's statement came out as follows. He and Diane were in a physical relationship. That was why he visited the gallery.
Although that said, we checked his back and he didn't have that
The 2 were in the middle
the
of such a
tattoo,
meeting
but I'm
when
not
Nick
convinced
showed
it's a
up.
tattoo. I'm convinced that it's a
Diane
jacket
locked
with the
cool
mark
and
on the
shut
back.
Cason up in the basement. Now, what did Cason hear when he was locked up?
Willie was there too, yeah. I totally missed what he was saying there. Oh, yeah, Cason heard footsteps of boots. You know, like police boots.
The sound of boots.
Like those are the
passing by.
exact shoes that Thomas is wearing,
Nick
for
was
instance.
Boots that day. Which means it was likely that Diane met with Nick in her room. Nick said he argued.
I will admit I
verbally
didn't
with
start
Diane
suspecting him
about
until we
playing
just
around with
randomly
Nick,
spoke to him in the
but
locker
they
room and he was
eventually
speaking in
decided to go out
tongues for no
drinking
apparent
and go.
reason.
However, immediately after that,
But I figured it was his sister
Nick was
because
attacked by
in this
someone in the
like brief
entrance
moment
hall
you
and
see of
knocked
the deaths
unconscious.
happening, it looks like the sister was doing it. So
we saw the rest.
I think they're in cahoots, or if it's Twin Peaksy, it'll
Do
be
you
like
think that
evil
Nick is our
doppelganger
serial
or
killer?
possession or some shit. What are these pictures? These are fantastic pictures.
Me too. Usha sent in a report too. He found a large volume of red seeds in Diane's stomach. This confirms her as a victim of the Raincoat Killer. Remaining leads. There is the locket, which is in Carol's possession.
Why don't you just arrest Carol and force her to give you the
man with
pendant?
tattooed back, and the upside down peace sign. There's a lot left to answer. I hope
Like
the
you
coffee
questioned
will
her
give us
twice
more
about it now.
guidance
Once she
tomorrow.
told you to get lost, and another time she said, gotta go sing a horrible song on stage.
Zach, what did you think about George pouring his heart out? I was surprised. It's the end of a monarchy. And he called me York instead of Agent Morgan. Emily? What's going on? Do you know what time it is?
Giggity?
I'm sorry. I couldn't sleep, so I was drinking
Oh,
alone.
she's drunk. Oh, finally! It's been so long.
My mother was a very kind woman. She always smiled so brightly. Baked cakes and cookies every day. She'd say that I needed the sugar because I spent so much time thinking.
I love that he's just sitting next to a
Father
painting
was
of a
always
lady
quiet.
pulling down her
He never
pants.
talked much. He was a federal agent, just like me. and he was hardly ever at home. The only words he ever had for me were harsh ones.
Also, this is now
He
York's
had a
turn
vivid
to
imagination, and
spill his guts.
I remember he once said this to me. There are plenty of crazy things in this world. You don't have to go dreaming them up. And it's my job to make sense out of them. One day you'll understand what I'm saying. I found out later that my father was one of the first to ever use criminal profiling to catch bad guys. And so now I'm doing exactly the same job that he did. Like father, like son.
Can I ask you something?
Shoot.
Mind if it's something personal?
Fire away.
Who's Zach?
Zach is a friend of mine.
Oh, so you do have
Hello, Alex.
friends.
Yeah. He's my only friend.
What kind of person is he then?
Well, I've never seen his face. But he's always with me, and we discuss everything.
When did you become friends?
A long time ago. Back when I was a child.
What?
I was 7. I woke up one morning to hear my mother crying.
They went
in the
through
living
3 bottles of wine?
This wasn't normal, so I headed in to see her. My father was there pointing a gun at my mother. I was so scared. I closed my eyes, so I don't remember much more. But I do remember the words my father said to me. At times we must purge things from this world because they should not exist, even if it means losing someone that you love. When I came back to my senses, they were both dead. He shot my mother and then killed himself.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Don't worry about it. Zach's with me. It was around that time that we became friends. I'm here. I'm with you, he said. I'll be here always. We can get through this together. Quite aside from that terrible scene in front of me, that voice seemed to make me
Quite aside?
calmer.
That didn't make any sense.
Here we are, working together, getting through.
Switch is trying to kill itself.
This is the first time I've ever told anyone about this. I wonder if Zach will get angry.
Livid.
That's a sad story. But I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but I'm sure there was a reason for
What an
your father
awful
did.
thing to say.
I know. I think maybe I became an agent to find out why he did what he did.
Yeah, there was probably some deeper meaning as to why your father killed your mother and then killed himself in front of you when you were
Oh,
a
yeah,
7-year-old.
York. I forgot to
He had his,
thank you.
your best interests in mind, honestly.
Thank me. For what?
You saved my life. If you didn't save me at the gallery, I would have died along with Diane.
No need to thank me for that. I'm pretty useless. I couldn't save Becky.
Oh, drinking makes
I couldn't
them
save Diane.
melancholy.
What did you just say? Useless? I was never expecting to hear you say that. Huh. There might be a modest guy in you after all.
Finally, you noticed? You're a little slow, aren't you?
Wow!
Maybe hopeless, but not useless.
Ah, the loving
Zach,
romance when you tell the person you're
think
falling in
everyone
love
got
with that
home
you think
safely?
they're mentally impaired.
Anyway, I think it's more serious of a situation than I thought. Do you remember? Our conversation with Emily. She's really interested in you. I think she's starting to have certain feelings for you. If that's the case, Zach, you and I are rivals. This is a very serious situation indeed.
The fuck is going on?
Well, if it comes to that, let it be a fair fight. Agreed?
I think we're going to have like a sunrise showdown with well, York.
Thomas! Thomas! Let me out of here! Come on, please! Just for a moment. 1 second. Hate it in here, Thomas. I think I'm going mad.
Yeah, he has the same kind of shoes that were silhouetted, actually. It's definitely not him, though.
Thomas!
XYZ201.
Thomas!
There's other police. Thomas! Oh, please, no. I'm pretty sure that was Carol, and then Thomas dressed up as Carol. I'm almost certain that they used Thomas's model, and he was taller than her and embracing her. I mean, okay, yeah, there was the kinky bondage stuff there, but that's been hinted at plenty of times already. It was a dude? Yeah, I thought it was. Zach View.
Previously during the investigation.
So, you want to find out everything there is
Yeah,
to know
look,
about
that was exactly that face, just minus the glasses. 100%. Yeah.
Wait!
100%.
Stop right there, Nick. You're under arrest for the attempted murder of Diane Ames. Emily, hurry!
You saved my life.
No need to thank me for that.
Call her slow again.
Useless.
See what happens.
I couldn't save Becky. I couldn't save Diane.
You call her slow, and then she says your father did the right thing when he did a murder-suicide. The tea break? Is this a puzzle, or...? Disguising a loading screen, perhaps? Hello? Who the hell is this person? He's got the things in his neck that Harry has in his neck, so is this Harry?
Open this door. There is no turning back. You still want to enter?
What's wrong with your eyes?
I do.
No, it's nothing?
It's better than staying here.
Very well then. Off you go.
It's like meeting the architect. Architect, rather, that's how you say that word. In the Matrix.
Look carefully, boy. At times, we must purge things from this world because they should not exist. Even if it means losing someone that you love.
You played the music thing too early. From the Free Sounds website that you found it on. Oh no, breakfast with Polly. Or maybe not. He didn't let me do anything in my room. I need to shave.
Mr. Morgan, do you want a refill?
Yes, thank you.
Ready for doggo barking. Great dear. What's that say on the cup?
Is the coffee that good, Mr. Morgan?
Coffee is a vital, investigative tool. I know exactly what to do now.
Harry. Harry. In the coffee stain. Lunch should arrive in 2 to 4 business days. Thank you.
And the first letter of each line is Harry. Hurry to Harry. Looks like the time that he was talking about has come. Let's go pay the problematic rich boy who owns half of the town a visit. Polly, I think I'm going to go see Harry today.
Oh,
I just want her to
really?
punch him and grab the cup.
He's a little strange, but I think he's the most trustworthy one around here. I think you'll have fun with him.
If you say so, Polly, then we probably will.
Of course. Now, give me your cup, and I'll give you some more coffee.
No cup for you, old woman.
I'll see you later, Polly.
I thought you wanted a refill.
Mr. Morgan, what about the coffee? Don't you want a refill? Your coffee!
Okay, both bars refilled. Oh, hello, Kason.
Hey, am I still a suspect?
No.
Okay, well, good. My wife and I have been living separately for over 3 years now. Diane, she's a single woman, so this shouldn't be a problem.
That's true.
I feel so bad for Diane, though. Gosh, did you find out who did it?
I can't discuss that.
Yes, of course, I understand. You don't have to tell any of the folks around town about me and Diane, do you?
No, I won't do that. But it's a small town. I'm sure the rumors have started already. Nothing to be ashamed of, right? What's there to worry about?
Nothing in particular. No, nothing at all. I'm clean as the sheets in this hotel.
What a strange thing to say.
What's with that look? We don't have a problem, right?
It looks like Kason is involved with another woman in town. We can only hope it isn't Emily.
How did you deduce that? Also, he didn't actually leave. He just decided to...
You?
Everything is fine. He, in fact, was not okay. What was what sound? Oh, it was the sound of him getting off the couch, I think. That demon tone when he said you? I don't know. I got paid $38 for shaving. New day, new suit. Well, we not wore yet. Have we wore the red one yet? I don't think we have. And we'll clean this one for $2. I'm not a smelly agent right now, no. Every painting in this game is either a tree or a woman that's semi or fully naked. Themes. No, you wouldn't kill to be in this economy because a coffee is $38.
York, I can't find Thomas. Was he here?
No, I haven't seen him. Have you tried the radio?
I've been trying, but he's not answering.
What about Nick?
No problem with him. He's calmed down a little. He's still saying he didn't do it. Nick said that Thomas disappeared sometime during the night. He kept calling for him, but Thomas stopped responding. I'm a bit worried.
Not at all
George has asked
suspicious.
for permission to search for Thomas.
I understand that things have been hard for Thomas, but surely he's just resting at home. But I'm not against looking for him. Tell George that he has my blessing.
Okay. As far as I know, Thomas always calls in when he needs a day off.
Why is this
We're
smoking
human,
so loud?
So we are limited. As far as you know, there haven't been any serial killings here before, right?
That's right, but that's not...
Emily, I'm going to see Harry today.
What? Why? We have plenty of other leads to follow, don't we?
No.
He did invite me
No, we
over,
don't.
though. It would be bad manners not to accept.
Are you really an FBI agent?
Hello, Robin.
I think the FBI would take a more logical approach to investigations.
But Emily, a serial killer does not stay within the boundaries of logic. Thus, you can't hope to capture such a killer using only logic. That's why I'm going to see Harry. You go with George and find Thomas.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Great. Thanks.
I was an idiot for thinking you might be a good pick.
I think Zach might be in
really
there.
Need to work on my taste in men.
He just kind of like limped off for some reason. $5,000 away, huh? Well, buckle in, I guess. Hopefully there'll be some new dialogue we haven't heard yet.
Zach, we've ended up with a third victim. That dive I made at the gallery ended up being a wasted attempt to save a life. It's a real mess, Zach.
New Game Plus Stinky Agent walkthrough playthrough. Let's play.
When's the last time I made a dive like that? Oh, I remember. Do you? It was in my late teens. We used to go to those concerts. You and I like punk rock, but we like different types of punk. You liked hard and heavy punk, like Crash and Sham 69. I like the more twisted ones, like The Damned, Buzzcocks, Iggy Pop, and Joy Division. We used to talk for hours about the bands we really liked, but for some reason, neither of us listened to the Sex Pistols. I wonder why that was. Seems strange thinking about it now.
Why is that strange? Gotta be careful on those tight corners. He said Crash, subtitle said Clash. Gray's Street? Gonna have to look at the map. We're at a left-right intersection. Okay, left it is. Oh, I was gonna say, why is that bar closed? But it's 10 in the morning, so I guess it kind of makes sense. You honk at me. I'd honk back if I could. Wait, is it? That is the honk button, but it's also the turn camera around button. So I can't do both.
You know what? There was one band that we both liked.
Or rather, I can't do either. I have to do both.
To New York to see them play, right, Zach? It took us hours to get to New York by bus. We got to the CBGB and we were so nervous we couldn't go inside.
It took us 30 minutes to gather enough courage to go inside. And inside, we were shocked. Right, Zach?
I'll never forget that feeling. It was like a blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg pop. The Ramones. That song still makes me feel good. That's a sign of a classic. But it's amazing I got in without being asked for ID. Those were the good old days.
Well, the good old days when people didn't ask for ID.
Rock. Sheena is a punk rocker and surfing bird. And I was so depressed when I heard the news of the deaths. Original punk is one of the greatest gifts left from the 20th century. Let's hope they're still rocking on wherever they are.
Harry's Mansion. The mansion of Harry. So says Mr. Stewart. Oh, it's a camera brand camera.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, finally you have arrived. You are welcome to come inside.
Okay. Got to save it in the hotel room, so... That should surely be a residential light.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, Mr. Stewart has been waiting for you. To the meeting room you shall go to.
It's like a Bond villain.
The meeting room is through here. Please be kind. Be sincere.
Oh, you have a name.
Yes?
We're not allowed to leave, but he'll feed and water us if we need it. Why is this red? In chat, remember 356 Erotica Fate Pastoral, just in case.
Zach, something is still missing. We need more clues.
Observe. We need to find rifles. Or umbrellas? Well, that's 2 out of the 3. It was what, 3, 5, 6? Okay. Yeah, there must be the penguins, and they're all actually guns. So this will be 3. They're even in the correct order in the inventory, even though I picked them up in a different order. This is a very convoluted method of getting a meeting with Harry. Why did this man build his house like the Resident Evil mansion? His real name is Spencer. Harry Spencer. Only had the one sound effect, huh? Hello, Harry. Ah yes, that typical American bow again.
Mr. Francis York Moore, please have some tea while it is hot. Too much coffee for your body will make it rot.
Very true.
You seem well prepared. Almost as though you knew I would be coming today.
Mr. Stewart is particular about the best timing for all things. Now please, drink some tea and enjoy the good health it brings.
I'm sorry, Harry, but I just don't like tea.
Also, the tea is red.
Mr. Francis York Moore, some tea with sugar is what's best admired. By your body that looks so tired. So says Mr. Stewart.
Harry, where did you get these seeds?
What is that noise? Sounds like Night in the Woods music.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, those seeds were found in our town in a certain specific place.
More seeds, are there? You will see when you find that certain space. Come back to me and we shall talk after you find that certain place. So says Mr. Stewart. Harry, so you like to play games?
Mr. Francis York Moore, a hint for you to find this location.
It is most crowded and most quiet, and gives a cold sensation. So says Mr. Stewart.
A graveyard?
All right. So you're not going to talk unless I find this certain place. I'll play along.
Or a meat locker, I guess. Yeah, they have to yell over that particular track because it's a bit loud. Oh, Robin said meat locker as well. Those slices of tomato on that hot dog like some kind of heresy.
Zach, let the treasure hunt begin. A crowded place, and yet it is very quiet there. Have you figured it out, Zach? Must be the graveyard. There's lots of people there, but
who will eat a green tomato?
You see? So let's get going to the graveyard.
Let's take the car I know for a fact I didn't drive here because it'll have full fuel. Plus it handles better. How does this seem faster? Oh, when I did that mission to upgrade the car, is it because I was driving this one that only this type has been upgraded? So that seems like it might be a quicker route through treacherous land. I'm going to take a risk. Immediate regret. Oh, this is going to get wrecked just from touching the sides.
So, Zach, about Emily. My first impression when we met her on that bridge is slightly different from what I think about her now. Don't you think she's pretty mesmerizing? And Zach, she seemed interested in you. Did you make a move on her? No, don't answer. I'm just asking. But if you like her, I won't stand in your way. But I'd like to hear the truth. Because this kind of stuff could affect
No,
our
don't
friendship.
answer. I'm just asking.
Me? I'm just interested in her, that's all. He doesn't love or anything. From what I can tell, she doesn't even seem to like me. It's pretty clear from how she acts when she's around me.
As you know, Zach, I'm cautious with women. It's because I was badly burned in my last relationship.
Is that an
I
actual
really
train?
have no idea what women are thinking. That's my problem.
You're pretty friendly with the ladies, aren't you, Zach?
Maybe you should teach me about how to interact with women.
No. Now you stop talking, I can at least check which way I'm supposed to be going on this bloody thing. We're coming to a road. Alright, yeah. Put that tree there. Need to head back to the general store to see if there's another spooky map to buy as well. See if we can get another unlimited ammo gun. Is this the right place? God, I wish the camera wouldn't turn so tightly. Can I drive? No. But it's also the game, not me, in this particular instance.
Just as Harry said, it's crowded and quiet.
Oh, we're going to meet that, like, Mormon guy from the 1970s. Oh, there he is, yeah. The zombie that's not a zombie.
Hey, Brian.
His name is Brian.
Agent. Mr. Agent, how are you?
Not bad. I'm, just playing a little game with Harry.
Game? A game? Is that fun?
We've only just started.
It's almost as much fun as what you do to the bodies when no one's looking.
I'd like to ask you something, actually. Is there a tree in the graveyard that drops red seeds?
Seeds? Red seeds? That?
Brian.
That tree does.
He even points like a zombie.
And that one. And that one too. All red seeds.
Sorry, that's my foot that you're trying to nibble on. Oh, it went into spooky mode. I think we're going to be killing some things. You could just walk around that.
Yes. Bullseye. Great. Bullseye. Bullseye. Amazing. Yes. Nice shot. Nice shot. Amazing.
I'm running from the zombies so that I don't have to fight the zombies. Gargoyle bot. The zombies are never acknowledged beyond him occasionally saying to Zach, Zach, they're here. Never more than that.
Zach, mission accomplished. Let's get back to Harry's. The reward better be good.
You got red seed.
But you know about these seeds? They were right here under my nose. It's as if I was carefully carrying a bottle of water while walking in a pool. We're learning the countryside version of common sense the hard way, Zach.
I guess we're... Are you good, doggo? The sky's not spooky anymore, so I think it's good, doggo. I can't pet it, however. Left foot bone?
A human bone? This doesn't look related to the case, but shouldn't I let someone know?
Yeah. Yeah, you should. Still can't leave this way, huh? Give to dog. I'll try. Can't interact with doggo. I guess I could try interacting with it by shooting it, but I don't want to shoot it. The dog exists beyond my realm. Hey Brian, how come I found a dug up foot? Gross. Isn't there a named dog in town? Willie, yeah. Cason's dog. You know, FK in the coffee. I think Spooky Mick, what's his face up there, has been digging up graves and feeding them to his dog. Pardon me. Alright, back to Harry then. I'll try and remember the route. Actually, are we close to the general store from where we are? No, we're close to nothing. Fair enough. So why does this car seem slower now? Just drive off into the lake? What, Zack assumes direct control and just puts York out of his misery?
Anyway, Zack, there aren't many young women left in this town.
Even Emily could be targeted next. We can't rule that out. All the more reason to catch the Raincoat Killer ASAP. And that means working closely together. We can work out the Emily situation later.
Don't get me wrong, Zack.
I mean, I'm not interested in Emily because she's female or anything.
What?
I'm just saying she's interesting. You know, as in interesting person. But by looking at her, she reminds me of something I used to feel. That's all. Like back when I first met you.
She reminds you of your father shooting your mother and then himself.
Feeling safe while also feeling a need to protect. That kind of feeling.
But Zack, who made me feel that back then?
Anyways, we're getting closer one step at a time to cracking this case. I have a feeling it's going to get tough.
This car's taking quite the beating. So apparently these medals aren't here. No, that one was. That one wasn't. Hold it together. Stay on target. Yeah, I've got damage in the bottom right. It's at 35%. Fuel at 66. During certain story beats, your car is immune though and has unlimited fuel. Oh, you probably can't see it because of the bit spin.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, finally you have arrived. You are welcome to come inside.
Same thing he said last time. Alright, we'll speak to Harry again and then I think we'll swap over. Hear what our next destination is. Send a little out of key there.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, please proceed to Mr. Stewart's room. There he awaits you, I shall assume.
It's a very interesting picture of this lady back here. She's looking very sternly. Over here at naked person in chair, I think. The layout's changed. Alright, 14, 23, 26. Remember the numbers for me. It's also locked. Ah. What was the numbers again? 14, 23, 26? Well, that must be wrong, because there isn't that many numbers. And there isn't enough things to push, because there's only 3. Also, nobody in chat repeated the numbers when I said them. I don't remember what the numbers were. $14, $23, $26. Oh, I did get them right. Okay. No, 356 was from before. So, well, adding them up would be 40, 6, 7, 8, 9, 49, 50, 63. Is that right? But you could just do the 60, then the 1 and the 2. Is that what it wants? Do you think? Because I don't want to go shoving all these only to find out I'm wrong and have to shove them back again. Because I don't think the song names have any relevance. It's an XY graph. So what, 14 would be this one? Is that what you're telling me? Because it's 10 and 4? Yes, okay. Didn't think to speed up the pushing animation for this puzzle, huh? Well, keep reminding me of the numbers, because once I finish one, so 14, 23, 26. Hopefully its eyes will glow green again to know that that's definitely what it's wanting. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Jesus. So 23 is this one, and 26 is all the way over here. Oi. I just saw where the last one is. So 23, yep. Harry is an ass. Did he get his manservant to do all this? Excuse me. Yes, alright, I did sneeze. Without your express written permission. That was a good sneeze though. It sneered the sinuses. Apparently it didn't. So never mind. There's 26, right? Gonna shove it up 4 more things. And one more. Hooray! Come here, Harry, so I can punch you in your weird-looking gas-masked face. I just got the welcome to the chat room message again, so yeah, Twitch is still having issues. In fact, it disappeared off the stream, didn't it? That would be extremely painful for you. Huh.
Harry, turns out what you said was true, and I'd like to hear more.
York, as you know, there's a powerful mystery surrounding these seeds. You've seen them at those other murders that took place elsewhere. And you've seen them deeply involved with the murders in this town as well.
He's talking via his chair.
That's right. But how do you know all this?
York, you must be younger than you look. Youngsters tend to hurry so much that they let things slip right past them. What you need to do is slow this down a bit. That way you'll see what's really important.
He did just call us old looking ass. Isn't that right, Zach?
50 years ago, when the war was over, just about when the communist Red started to become a rising threat,
our
town constructed a huge clock tower. Then, soon afterwards, a serial killer wearing a red raincoat went on a killing spree.
The legend of the Raincoat Killer? Stop playing games with me, Harry. That's nothing more than folklore. The FBI has no such record of a multiple homicide case in this town.
York, Anna, Becky, and now Diane. Their deaths are real, not folklore, not legend. The Raincoat Killer is also real.
Bane Hawking's backbreaking persist.
The mass murder case was never made public. In fact, one could say that it was completely erased from history. Tell me, who do you think would be able to do something like that?
The military.
Very good. Model student.
But if there are no records about it, then how do you know it really happened?
Good question, York. Why would I know this? The answer is very simple. I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. The brutal killer himself. But we can talk about the details of that encounter another time. What we need to talk about is your Raincoat Killer. The new Raincoat Killer, if you will. The new Raincoat Killer. Yes, let's call him that. After all, he's not the real one. What you want to know more about is the new one. Between 10 and 20 years
That's a pretty small time gap, yeah.
I noticed that these red seeds were special, and someone else did too. The human imagination can lead to tragedy sometimes. Someone linked the red seeds to the serial killer legend. Said, if you eat the red seeds and then kill someone, you will become immortal. This new fabricated legend was passed on from one to the next, evolving, changing every time, like a rumor.
So you're saying that the series of cases I've been following are all...
I have no idea what that means, Crispy.
That's interesting, Harry. But there's no evidence to support that story. None of the criminals we caught for the other murders ever mentioned anything like that.
It's your job. Your role and duty to look into that. Now, the game must go on. You know I said that the incident 50 years ago was totally erased. Well, not quite. Records still exist in the sheriff's office. The old sheriff back then hated the military and did his own investigation. I need you to bring those documents here to me. Once you've done that, I'll tell you everything I know.
He wants me to break in. Well, it's not really breaking into the police station because I work there, but...
Okay, it's worth a look. And we may as well let the old man have his fun.
Almost 15 grand. Same cutscene of him walking away again.
Documents from a case that happened 50 years ago. Let's play along with the old man for a little longer, shall we?
Zach, that means we need to head for the sheriff's department.
That is the beat-up car, so we're going to have to take this one. Alright, we'll get to... Well, there's a phone right there, but we'll get to the sheriff's department and swap over. I'm not going to take that side road. It's not worth the damage. I think there's just something about the frame rate in this particular area that makes the car go faster. It's a long way though. Other side of the world. And the frame rate has tanked. Oh, the convenience mart's here. So I have a quick stop in. Hello, Carl.
Yo, dude.
Yeah, he does have a spiritual map B. Just checking what else he has. Oh. Legend Worm? 269.97? Sure. Oh, I have too many. Never mind then. Give me this. 4 grand?
Hey man, this map shows a station along the abandoned extended lines track. Now that was a busy place back when the lumber trade was big. No one goes near it now, you know. It's like a train graveyard. On top of that, some folks say they've even seen ghosts there. I don't mean 1 or 2 ghosts, man. I mean like hundreds. Every now and then,
Here we go again.
An opportunity comes along. Like a chance to leave home for a while and earn a lot of money. There were plenty of them at the end of the 80s. The lumber mill was severely short-handed, so they called in a lot of outside workers. But the place was failing,
Scabs.
and indeed it died before most of the poor guys got there. So there was like a load of labor workers that had nowhere to go. No place to work, no way to get back to where they came from. A fair amount of them decided to live on the train they had rode in on. I guess that must have been hard living on a train car that ain't moving.
What kept them in town?
Ah, now, the head of the lumber mill had been lying to them. Wait just a little longer, we'll have work for you soon, you know, that kind of thing. He was just a lying scumbag. No way to rock, man. But lies, they only last so long. With each day that passed, those unemployed guys got more angry. But then, something happened. And the timing for it was incredible. The rail car they were spending the night in just happened to catch fire, with all them inside it.
Incredible timing indeed.
Oh yeah, but the police couldn't find any evidence to pin it on anyone. They didn't have all those gadgets and stuff you guys got now. And the police were annoyed the unemployed guys were causing trouble. Nothing happened to the head of the lumber mill. It made the news as an accident. But the rumor says that a large number of those boys are still living in that train car, unaware that they're dead. You better be careful, Mr. FBI, if you go down there by yourself.
Well then, Psychic Spot B will be something we handle next time as well. Clear the Otherworld challenge there. Otherworld. Okay. Don't call me bro. She's got another mission. We could maybe quickly do that instead of going to the police station.
Hi, Agent York. Do you have a moment or two?
Well, maybe just one if you need something. What's up?
Actually, I've got another favor to ask you.
What kind of favor?
We don't have room in our storage for the new shipments that came in today. I know you just tidied it up, but I was wondering if you could help again. Of course I'll reward you again. This time with our silver card.
How is this different from
Could have had a better discount.
You get a bigger discount than the bronze card. That means even more savings.
I see. That sounds like a fair deal. What do you think, Zach?
Grab her in her pussy.
Thank
Zach
you,
is now
hon.
Donald
The
Trump.
storage room is this way.
Actually, that would be a fantastic supercut of this game. Just interpose every time that York talks to Zach with Trump saying something dumb. Where's the third one to go? I only see 2 spaces. Oh, am I standing on the third one? Oh, that one's on one. I see. So you push that one up, you push that one down, push it along. Don't tell me you have to do it all the way around. No, there must be a quicker way. Push that one up, you get this one out the way, push that one up. I think that's how you do it. Stop pushing. I still only see where 2 of them go. Was the third one over there? I don't even remember at this point. I need that top-down view. Is it this way? pushing. Yeah, pull out your gun. York, please. York. Pulled out my gun again. Oh, I was already on the one. Do I want to stop tidying? No. Stop. Oh no!
So you haven't finished yet?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm a little too tired today. I'll come back to finish it.
No problem, hun, no problem. You're an angel for helping us at all. Just let me know.
Again, I didn't see where he put the third bloody box. Come here, Lily. So if I press Y, I just need the overhead view. Where's the third box going? Like, is that two squares next to each other in the middle X? One was under a box. It is? Okay. So I push the top one all the way down, then push that one all the way up after doing the other one. Okay, yeah, okay. I want to do neither of these options. Okay. Yeah, so there's one there, and it's already on one. Yes, okay. I need to push that one up once, though. So then I can push this one. I don't know how to make him stop pushing the box. I just spam buttons and sometimes he does it. Spam buttons. Okay. No, I don't want to stop tidying. It reset the... I mean, I can push this one. No, I can't push this one first because I need to push the other one from behind. Okay, pulling out my gun seems to make him stop. I want to test that, actually. Pull out his gun? Yeah, okay. We have progress. Pulling out his gun is the way to do it. Now we push this one up, push it into there, push that one in, and then solve this one. This one and this one. Might as well push this one down. Pull out your gun. Hooray!
Good work, Agent York. I knew I could count on you.
Oh, it wasn't that difficult.
We were taught in school that the police are there to help the people. It turns out they were right. Here's your reward.
I think it's framed deliberately so that she's standing under a thing that says delicious cookie.
There aren't that many people in this town that have one of those. It's a pretty rare item to have.
So it's a real treasure. I'll be sure to keep it safe then.
You should use it to buy a gift for that special someone. We'll give you a big discount.
Unfortunately, I don't have anyone to give such a gift to.
Really? Come on. Well, anyway, be sure to come by again.
Dun dun dun. Let me out of this accursed store. Accursed undead. It just occurred to me I never even ever went to see that crazy lady. Well, not the soup pot one. Anna's mother, who was at the town meeting being all weird. No, wait, no, she went into that store and was all weird. That's why I'm remembering this now. And she was asking about the dress. We should probably put that on our to-do list as well, considering that was 2 murders ago. Oh well, you know, the FBI works slow.